Today on Young and Restless, Adam publishes the story on Kane. Phyllis tells Daniel he's a chump, and Lily fumes at Kane. At Newman Media, Adam reads the hyperbolic article trashing Kane to Nick and Chelsea. Nick admits this is pretty flowery for business reporting. They are waiting for Victor to approve. Chelsea says it's a good piece, and she's proud of it. But she is worried about what Kane's retribution might be. They talk about how they can protect the company. The whole thing sounds like digital Armageddon to Chelsea. What if Kane is pushed over the edge? He could break the family. Nick says Kane can't hurt them. Chelsea doubts that. He's not even convinced the AI exists. They debate what to do, and Chelsea wonders what will happen when Kane has nothing left to lose. They are hitting him where it hurts the most. Adam asks if she's ready for this. She says she is. All her influencers are ready to spread the word. Victor texts Adam, ordering them to publish. Adam hits the button. They start fielding calls asking for sources. Nick decides it's time for him to go to LA. Victor texts to say he needs to stay. They argue about whether there is actually a threat. Nick is getting annoyed being stuck there. He admits Sharon thinks something is up with their son. Adam says he can go soon. They need to see how Kane reacts. On the Kane train, Jill orders Jack out. Once he's gone, Kane tells Jill that Jack thinks she should dictate his next move. He guesses Victor gave her an earful about him. She says the claims were outrageous. She asks him about his accusations that Colin scammed a fortune from a woman. Kane says Victor claims to believe it and tries using it to blackmail him to turn against Jabot. Kane has refused to be manipulated by anyone. She wonders if that was directed at her. He says he's used to keeping things close to the vest. She thinks he's cut off from everyone. Kane can see she's still in pain because of Chance. He doesn't even know how she can look at him. Jill assures him he wasn't responsible for that. He wishes he could go back to being Dumas rather than live as himself and make amends. She asks if he had anything to do with Colin's swindle. He claims he didn't. She chokes up as she thinks of Colin's last moments and how much he had changed. But she assumes he did swindle that woman. Kane doesn't know. He wasn't there and swears on the souls of his children he didn't know. Lily barges in, forbidding him swearing on their kids. She explains the article is out and the kids will read it. Kane didn't think Victor would stoop this low. He looks it up, he and Lily bicker, and he insists he had no part in whatever Colin did. She doesn't know what to believe, but she's sure the kids will think he is his father's son. Kane says Victor has no proof he knew what his father did if he even did it. Lily thinks all he has is greed and lies. Making a video isn't good enough. The kids want to get on with their lives and she'll give them her blessing to leave him behind. She storms out. Kane tells Jill he can't fix this. It's over. Jill says it's not. They've all been beaten up by the press and survived. He worries that Lily is right about him. She and the kids won't listen to him. She urges him to use his actions to prove himself. Jill tells him to prove he can be redeemed in a way that can't be denied. Jack goes to the Jabot office and flashes back to his conversation with Kane. Diane comes in to talk about how the maximalist market is back. They turn to discussing Kane and Jill. She wonders if the faith that her husband and Victor have in Jill is well placed. Jack thinks things are starting to working in their favor. His wife thinks Kane cannot be trusted. Jack is sure they are at a crossroads, and he saw regret in Ashby. Diane isn't buying it. He thinks that if Jill can get through to Kane, they won't have to work with Victor. Diane worries what will happen with the AI and who could get their hands on it. Jack is confident Jill will hand it over. He's sure that Jill knows well enough not to trust Victor. Once he knows Jill has it, he can make his move. Diane asks if he will destroy it. He admits he might use it on Victor. As he justifies himself, she smiles. She's all in. They can finally get the revenge they deserve. They kiss at Crimson Lights. Phyllis quizzes her son about his plans to go to Boston with Tessa. She tells him he's such a good guy. His mom thinks he should sit this out and let the married couple sort things out. He gets defensive, which makes his mom wonder if he has feelings for this girl. He claims he's not feeling for her and she's just a friend. His mom doesn't buy this and points out he's showing all the signs. Plus, she talked to his dad and Danny says it's true. Her son can't believe she weaseled it out of him. Phyllis admits she didn't talk to him and she's miffed he would confide in his dad over her. He doesn't want to discuss his, but his mom will not relent. She worries he could get hurt down the road. Daniel insists his feelings don't matter. This is about Tessa and her wife. Phyllis thinks waving her along is acting like a chump. He thinks she wants to save him. She can hear alarm bells. He doesn't need mommy meddling. Phyllis says unrequited love is a special kind of hell. He knows she's an expert on that. He just wants Tessa to be happy. His mom doesn't believe that he's got this. She tells him to let Tessa lean on Sharon or someone. Daniel insists this is about him having a friendship and not wallowing. His mom is sure he has fallen and hope is dangerous. She's sure he wants to matter to Tessa, but she's in love with someone else. Her son repeats he can take care of himself. Lily walks in and they can see she's upset. She tells them it's never ending with Kane and this time it's illegal. She accuses Phyllis of being part of the reason Kane won't go away. They bicker about it and Phyllis defends her boss while Lily lists all the horrible things he's done. Phyllis gets a call and takes off. Lily tells Daniel his mom is a lost cause. On the phone, Kane tells Phyllis he needs to see her immediately.